The solo in Inside the Fire is one of those, for lack of a better term, guitar hero solos. How do you plot a solo like that out? Also, do you feel pressure to give kind of an Olympian solo at this point?
I don't feel pressure. I don't really think about it that much. I just, the guys have inspired me over the past few years to kind of bring a little bit more of that element to the forefront, and I just kind of do it whatever seems naturally. And a lot of times I try to do my best to be, I wanted to make a statement, I wanted to serve a purpose, not just a chance for me to try to show off for a few seconds. I wanted to build like the rest of the song is building. So the majority of the time I try to do something that's either influenced by what David's doing vocally or what the music's doing for me, what the backing track is doing for me at that point. So I try to incorporate some melodic riffs throughout it, and then and build it from there. If it doesn't, if it seems like I could show a little bit of faster riffing through it, then I just try to make it just build up to a point to where when it kicks back into whatever the next chorus or something, that it's lifting to a certain point.
Your own particular guitar style, I can't pinpoint who your biggest influence is, which is another way of saying you have your own identity, but I can't really find that one main player in your style. Who would you say that is?
Yeah, I don't really think that there ever really was one guy for me. Of course, I mean, I was heavily influenced by just classic metal bands, and it wasn't really one guy that made me pick up the guitar. It was just the idea of Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Queensryche, Metallica, Pantera, all these bands throughout the years. It was just powerful to me, and to be in the crowd and see them. I knew that I knew I wanted to play guitar, and all those guitar players influenced me. And I think I try to pick a little bit from each one of them, but I definitely didn't stick with one guy and try to cop his style. I was a self-taught player, so anything that I learned was just me trying to just watch other people play and pick something up from it. And just over the years of playing with other guys, other friends locally through high school and after high school, and now being with the guys in Disturbed, we influence each other. So I'm glad that I don't sound like I'm stealing somebody else's vibe, and I think we've kind of created our own sound here, and I hope that my style has kind of will evolve and continue to evolve of being my own thing.
You mentioned Iron Maiden. It's very interesting that they are now, in 2008, as big as they ever were. There was about 10, 15 years there where they weren't. Why do you think suddenly now they're a huge band again?
Because they're a great band, and I think maybe that hopefully just maybe that younger generation is luckily maybe their parents are playing those albums for them in reintroducing them to some of the great metal bands, but they still got it. I mean, I've seen, it's been a few years last time I seen Maiden, but I mean, Bruce Dickinson still has it, and the band sounds great. It's like I said earlier, there's not too many bands that can have that kind of a lifespan,
right? And
unless there's something powerful or a big message or something powerful to say, and they're just one of the few that have been able to make it last this long.
I get the feeling you guys have a really serious work ethic. When I hear a track like Haunted and you have these precise staccato rhythms, how much do you guys hammer those parts till they're just right?
Constantly. I mean, all the way up until minutes before we start tracking them. We've changed parts last minute, just trying to improve them. We try not to overlook anything. So even when we're set up recording in the studio, we set up in another room. We'll set up a little electronic V-drum kit and another mobile Pro Tools rig and a guitar rig and everything. So when we're not recording in the room, we're in the other room working out the parts even more and just focusing on each guy's performance, saying, okay, is this ready to be tracked? Are these parts where we want them to be? And we're definitely at times overanalyzing things, but I mean, from every snare hit to every cymbal hit to every note that me and John are playing, we're perfectionists when it comes to that. We just want to make sure that everybody's performance is stepping up with each album, and that the parts are complementing each other.